Imagine your brain is like the latest smartphone, sleek, fast, powerful. But here's the catch. Most people are walking around using it like an old flip phone. They have unlimited storage, incredible speed, and world-class potential. Yet they're stuck using only a fraction of it. Why? Because no one ever handed them the manual. That's exactly what Jim Kwik's book, Limitless, is about. It's not just a book about learning faster. It's a blueprint for unlocking the full power of your mind. Jim Kwik shows us that our brain isn't fixed, our potential isn't capped, and our ability to learn, remember, and perform goes far beyond what we've been told. If you've ever felt like you're not smart enough, not focused enough, or just forget things too easily, this book will completely change how you see yourself. But to really understand Limitless, you need to know where it began, with Jim Kwik himself. As a child, Jim suffered a serious brain injury that made learning a nightmare. He couldn't keep up in school. Teachers labeled him the boy with the broken brain. Imagine being told that as a kid, believing you're broken, that you'll never be enough. Most people would have accepted that story. But Jim didn't. He made it his mission to rewrite his own brain's operating system. And over the years, he discovered powerful tools that not only helped him learn faster, but turned him into one of the most sought-after brain coaches in the world, training CEOs, entrepreneurs, athletes, and Hollywood stars. His story is proof of one simple truth. The limits you believe in are not real. They're learned. And just like any software, they can be rewritten. So what does it mean to become limitless? According to Jim, it all comes down to 3 pillars: mindset, motivation, and methods. Think of them like the 3 legs of a tripod. Remove one, and everything collapses. Let's start with mindset. Jim says the most dangerous place you can live is inside the walls of your own limiting beliefs. If you believe you're bad at math, that you have a poor memory, or that success is only for others, you're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your mind is like a supercomputer, and your self-talk is the program it runs. If you keep telling yourself, "I can't," that's the command your brain executes. But what if you change the code? Neuroscience now shows that intelligence isn't fixed. It's like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Remember learning to ride a bike? At first you wobbled, maybe fell a few times. But every fall was your brain rewiring itself, creating new neural pathways until balance became second nature. Learning works the same way. When you adopt a growth mindset, failure stops being a dead end. It becomes data. You stop asking, "Can I do this?" and start asking, "How can I do this?" That shift in thinking, just that one question, can change your entire life. Next comes motivation. You can have the best mindset in the world and the smartest techniques, but if you're not motivated, nothing happens. Jim says motivation isn't about hyping yourself up. It's about having a why strong enough to pull you forward. Think of motivation like a rocket launch. Your dreams are the destination, but the fuel is your purpose. Without it, you'll never leave the ground. Ask yourself, why do I want to learn faster? Why do I want to improve my focus or memory? Maybe it's to grow your business, to inspire your kids, or to finally feel confident in yourself. Whatever your reason is, it has to matter. Because when the why is strong enough, the how reveals itself. And here's the secret. Motivation builds momentum. Every small win creates energy for the next one. Reading one chapter, remembering one new thing, finishing one workout, these moments compound. Progress, not perfection, is what keeps the fire alive. And then comes the final pillar, methods. This is where Jim moves from inspiration to application. Because motivation alone won't make you limitless. You need the right tools to back up. Let's start with reading. Most of us learn to read word by word, line by line, a skill designed for a slower world. But Jim teaches speed reading techniques that let you double or even triple your reading speed without losing comprehension. Imagine finishing a 300-page book in a few hours instead of a few weeks. That's not about bragging. It's about accelerating your growth. The faster you learn, the faster you can apply what you learn. Then comes memory. Jim often stuns audiences by memorizing entire lists of random words, numbers, or even names in minutes, and recalling them perfectly. But he's not showing off superpowers. He's demonstrating systems. He uses imagination, visualization, and storytelling. For instance, if you need to remember a grocery list, apples, milk, and bread, you could picture a giant apple splashing into a pool of milk while a loaf of bread surfs by. It's weird, but it sticks. Because the brain doesn't remember logic, it remembers images, emotion, and novelty. And that's the beauty of the brain. The more fun and creative you make learning, the easier it becomes. But the biggest threat to your brain today isn't slow learning, it's distraction. We live in a world designed to steal your attention. Notifications, scrolling, multitasking. They fragment your focus until you can't hold a single thought for more than 10 seconds. Jim reminds us that focus isn't about having more time. It's about being fully present in the time you have. One simple but powerful technique he recommends is the Pomodoro method. Focus deeply for 25 minutes, then rest for 5. Repeat. Those short bursts of undistracted work are like high-intensity workouts for your brain. Combine that with practices like mindfulness, digital detoxing, and prioritizing sleep, and your cognitive performance skyrockets. But beneath all these methods and techniques lies Jim's most powerful message. You are not broken. So many people carry invisible labels. I'm lazy. I'm slow. I'm not creative. But these aren't facts. They're stories we were told and learned to repeat. Jim's life is living proof that no matter your past, no matter your setbacks, you can rewire your brain and rewrite your story. Your brain is the most powerful tool on earth, and you already own it. You just need to learn how to use it. The book Limitless isn't about adding more. It's about unlearning the limits that never belonged to you. Once you free yourself from those mental chains, you'll realize your potential was never the problem. Your beliefs were. So here's your challenge. Pick one area to improve. Maybe it's your memory. Maybe it's your focus. Maybe it's your reading speed. Choose one and start today. Because motion creates momentum, and momentum turns possibility into power. Even a small step forward, a few minutes of focused effort, can start rewiring your brain toward greatness. Remember, the brain is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Feed it knowledge. Challenge it with problems. Give it rest and recovery. And never stop learning. Because the moment you stop learning is the moment you start declining. Jim Kwik likes to say, if knowledge is power, then learning is your superpower. And the truth is, you already have that superpower inside you. All you have to do is use it. So don't just listen to this summary and move on. Take action. Start applying these lessons today. Whether it's using visualization to remember names, using focus techniques to master your work, or simply replacing I can't with how can I. Your brain is limitless. Your potential is limitless. And your future? It's waiting for you to unleash it. If you found this summary valuable, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you never miss more powerful lessons from life-changing books. And if you want to dive deeper, you can grab your own copy of Limitless by Jim Kwik using the link in the description. Take action today, because your journey to unlocking your limitless mind starts now.